Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is True Graham, and this is going to be another episode of Wind Waker. We've made it to Outset, and yeah, it's been night the whole time. Time itself being I don't know about that. Maybe it's just like the winter solstice, something like that. Or I suppose it could be a curse if we always want to go to the extreme, but I don't know. I think I'd be going with solstice for now. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's probably a curse knowing how mythical everything is in this game. But anyway, first things first, before we do anything, I want to buy some stuff from Beetle, who is really just Mr. Thank You. That's what I like to refer to him as. Okay, we understand you have bombs, but I need to buy bait first. I need to buy bait. Okay. God, I love the way he says thank you. I don't know if I'll ever get over it. It's so great. Alright, that should be... Maybe we can buy one more? Nope. That's it. And now we're gonna buy bombs. And, we're gonna take care of a few things on this island before we actually go and see Jaboon. And, the very first thing is going to be, we're gonna be going back to where we originally found, Tetra, because she... or not she, but in that area, there are a couple things that we need to get. The first, actually, no, we can just, I'll explain it as I get there, because that's better. But there's actually a quite interesting upgrade that we'll be getting in a second. And actually, not really interesting, but very, very useful coming up, especially because. I mean, it's not really all that close, but we will soon have a little side quest, not really side quest, but portion of the game where we're going to have to use a lot of rupees, and these enemies are really annoying. And there's a ton of them, and I have to kill them all. Okay, how many more are there? Alright. I don't care. They're gonna leave me alone, so I don't care. But anyway, as you can see, the bridge is out, so we're gonna have to conduct our Wind Requiem. Still don't know how to pronounce it. I always forget to look up the actual pronunciation. But yeah, we gotta use the wind, and it looks like we don't have enough height from here, right? So you're supposed to go up there and do it, but I like to live the thug life and do it from up here because that's just more dangerous. And I don't know. Actually, I think it's easier to make the jump when you do it from up there. Just something that I noticed when I was practicing this a little bit earlier. It's a lot easier. Like you have a ton more room for error if you go up from that top place, and it's really not that hard to platform on. So it's really no big deal at all. But anyway. We're gonna be going over here. We actually need our bombs, so I'm gonna equip those right now. And I'm just gonna ignore these enemies because there's no point in killing them. They just annoy me. But we're gonna come over here and destroy this big boulder that it's concealing something, obviously. But I guess we'll see what's down here when we jump down. And drum roll, please. It's a creepy little shrine for this small little fairy. Just kidding. It's a creepy shrine for this demonic-looking four-armed fairy. These fairies are the weirdest in any game. I mean, as you can see on screen right now, all of the fairies are kind of weird-looking, and slightly seductive seeming, like they're supposed to be. But I mean. The ones in this game, especially, are just so weird and demonic and creepy, and I don't like them at all. But what I do like is the fact that we get our wallet upgraded and we can now hold 1,000 rupees, so we get 5 times the storage, which means when we find rupees now, they'll actually be useful to us. And then we're also going to want to use our second bottle to get a fairy, because even though we were nowhere close with our swing to catching any of those fairies, one magically appears in our bottle. But anyway, okay, yeah, I understand how to use a fairy. I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to use a fairy. Actually, I think this is our first instance of having a fairy, so I should probably explain it. If you get downed with a fairy, then and you have a fairy in one of your empty bottles, it will automatically like revive you, and it restores, I believe, 8 hearts every time. And so they're really helpful. But we actually have a sort of quest reason to do this for now. I'm just gonna ignore all of these guys. Don't want. But yeah, like I was saying, we have a reason for a more sort of story-driven purpose for now for the fairies. Plus, when I collect, or like in this Let's Play, since I'm getting all the heart pieces, I don't know if I'm necessarily ever gonna really need fairies, very often at least. Like in the foreseeable future, there's not really a place where I'm gonna need fairies that I won't be able to get them. So we're gonna go over this way. And we're going to go see our grandmother, because we haven't seen her in quite some time, being the hero that we are. God, this music is really kind of sad and depressing. It makes me sad that we ever have to, like, leave and save the world. But anyway, grandmother isn't looking too well, so we're going to drop down a fairy who's going to heal not only us, but her. We're actually fully healed, so we don't need to be healed, but... It also heals grandmother, and she will give us something spectacular, but not before realizing who we are, and, I mean, she must have been really sick if she couldn't tell who we were. I mean, Link is always pretty darn happy, I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty badass now, Grandma. I mean, I don't think you'd believe it. We killed the giant scorpion, fire scorpion thing, and a weird, like, forest octopus guy. And, we almost have the 3rd pearl. So, I mean, we're pretty darn cool, Grandma. Yeah, you know, no need to apologize. I understand that you're sick and elderly and probably worried about us. However, she does give us something really, really awesome, the elixir soup. It's, replenishes all of our life and magic, and it also doubles our attack power until we take damage. So it's really, really, really helpful. And we also get 2 helpings inside, so it's the most bang for your buck as far as space and replenishing ability. So that's kind of what I like to fill my bottles with over fairies. I mean, because normally, like, if I'm just playing through, like, regularly, or actually either way, like, I'm gonna use the elixir soup because it's just so much better, because I'm not gonna die. Really, like, if I get down to 1 heart, as I was saying, if I get down to 1 heart, then, or if I get down just relatively low in health at all, then I'll use the elixir soup before I end up needing to actually save myself. But anyway, we got a letter from, what's this guy's name? Okra, I forget. It's one or the other. I don't remember. The old swordsman, who's going to teach us some special sword skills. He actually doesn't really teach us anything, but we can do a little bit of a challenge with him. It's basically we first need to land 100 hits, and then I believe it's 300, and then 500. Without taking 3 hearts of damage. So I'm gonna do this and see you guys after, because this is gonna be really repetitive. But basically, before I actually go, I just want to explain the tactic. So yeah, as you can see, I was a little bit too greedy right there. But what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to hit him until he guards one of your attacks. Oh my God! Until he guards one of your attacks. And then you're going to want to use the shield to defend yourself. Don't try to parry, because that's pretty useless. But anyway, I will see you guys when I'm done with this. Okay, so I hit him 500 times, and that sucks, and it takes a long time. And we get a piece of heart for our efforts. So we only need one more, and we'll have a completed life container, which is a good thing. But anyway, that's all we need to complete in this area, or in Windfall for now, which is, it's all good in the neighborhood. Except also, let's check the mailbox. Good evening. Our letter. Throw the letter away without a second thought. Alright, so we get a big chance. I would love empty bottle, piece of heart, and treasure chart. At Rock Spire Island. So we're gonna have to keep note of the fact that there is stuff that we need at Rock Spire Island. And thanks for the green rupee. But anyway, I think that's going to complete this episode. We got quite a few things done as far as collectibles and such. And now in the next episode, we're going to finish off the Endless Night and get the continue to progress in the story after we went and got quite a few little side optional things. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.